the most difficult, yet most liberating truths in life. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. These words hold a secret that many never discover. Why? Because goodbyes are hard. They hurt. They tear us away from the familiar. They demand that we let go of what we know, even when what we know no longer serves us. Yet every goodbye, when embraced with courage, creates space for a new beginning, a fresh hello. Goodbyes are among the most emotional experiences in life. We say goodbye to relationships, jobs, cities, seasons of life, old habits, and even old versions of ourselves. Every goodbye carries a weight because it feels like loss. Saying goodbye to a relationship may feel like tearing out part of your heart. Saying goodbye to a job may feel like abandoning security. Saying goodbye to a dream may feel like surrendering your identity. But here is the truth. Every goodbye is not an end. It is an opening. Think about it. A seed must say goodbye to being a seed to become a tree. A caterpillar must say goodbye to crawling to become a butterfly. The sun must say goodbye to the day to welcome the stars. Life moves forward only through transitions. Without goodbye, there can be no hello. If goodbyes are so necessary, why do we resist them? 1. Fear of the unknown. We cling to the old because we fear what lies beyond. 2. Comfort in familiarity. Even pain can become comfortable if it's familiar. 3. Attachment to identity. We often tie who we are to what we have or whom we're with. Saying goodbye feels like losing ourselves. 4. Hope for change without change. We hope situations will improve while everything stays the same, but deep down, we know they won't. This resistance is natural, but it keeps us stuck. It's like holding on to a closed door so tightly that we never notice the open door right beside it. It takes tremendous courage to say goodbye, but courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to act despite fear. Goodbye says, I value my growth more than my comfort. I trust the future more than I fear it. I believe something new awaits me, even if I can't see it yet. When you muster this courage, you free yourself from the chains of the past. You create space in your life for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences. Here's the miracle. Life abhors a vacuum. When you release what no longer serves you, life rushes to fill the space with something new. Goodbye to a toxic relationship may bring hello to self-love, healing, or a healthier partner. Goodbye to a job that drains you may bring hello to a career that excites you. Goodbye to old habits may bring hello to vitality, health, and freedom. Goodbye to fear may bring hello to adventure. The reward of a brave goodbye is not always immediate. Sometimes there is a waiting period, a silent in-between where you feel lost. But if you stay patient and open, life always sends a new hello. History and personal stories are full of people who embraced this truth. Steve Jobs said goodbye to Apple when he was fired from the very company he built. That painful goodbye led him to new hellos, Pixar, Next, and eventually a triumphant return that transformed Apple forever. Nelson Mandela said goodbye to freedom for 27 years in prison. That sacrifice brought the hello of a free South Africa and his legacy as a peacemaker. Even in ordinary lives, we see this. Someone says goodbye to cigarettes and says hello to 10 more years with their children. Someone says goodbye to fear of failure and says hello to a successful business. Someone says goodbye to bitterness and says hello to peace. Let me tell you a story. A man carried a heavy stone everywhere he went. It slowed him down, but he had carried it for so long that he felt it was part of him. One day, someone asked, "Why don't you put it down?" The man replied, "Because I don't know who I am without it." Finally, exhausted, he gathered the courage to say goodbye to the stone. At first, his hands felt empty. He felt lost. But then, with those free hands, he could finally plant seeds, build a home, and embrace others. The stone was heavy, but it was never who he was. Letting go allowed him to discover life. Many of us carry stones, past regrets, toxic attachments, limiting beliefs. Saying goodbye to them may feel empty at first, but it creates room for a new hello. Benefits of a brave goodbye. 1. They free your energy. Energy wasted on the old can now fuel the new. 2. They clarify your identity. You learn you are not defined by what you let go of. 3. They attract better opportunities. Life responds to courage by opening new doors. 4. They teach resilience. Every goodbye strengthens your ability to face change. Without goodbye, you stagnate. With goodbye, you evolve. Psychologists remind us that attachment is powerful. We often hold on to things not because they're good, but because they're familiar. Our brains crave certainty, even if that certainty is pain. But research also shows that resilience and well-being come from adaptability. Those who embrace change, who release the old, report greater happiness and fulfillment. In other words, letting go is not weakness, it is strength. How to make brave goodbyes. 1. Acknowledge the truth. Don't sugarcoat. Admit when something no longer serves you. 2. Release with gratitude. Thank the old for what it taught you, even if it caused pain. 3. Create rituals of closure. Write a letter, take a symbolic step, or have a final conversation. 4. Shift your focus. Instead of asking, "What am I losing?" ask, "What am I making space for?" 5. Stay open to the new. Look for the hello that life will send. It may come in unexpected ways. Between goodbye and hello lies the wilderness, the in-between space. This is the hardest part. You've let go, but the new hasn't arrived yet. You feel uncertain, lonely, maybe even afraid. But this space is not wasted. It is sacred. It is where you heal, reflect, and prepare for the next chapter. It is where you discover your own strength. Be patient. That hello is on its way. When you are brave enough to say goodbye, you don't just change your own life, you inspire others. Your children learn resilience. Your friends see the possibility of renewal. Your story becomes a beacon for others stuck in fear. By saying goodbye with courage, you give others permission to do the same. So, my friends, let me ask you, what goodbye are you afraid to make? What door are you still holding shut? What stone are you still carrying? Have courage. Let it go. Because life is waiting with a new hello, a new opportunity, a new relationship, a new dream, a new chapter. Goodbyes hurt, but they are not the end. They are the passage to transformation. They are the bridges to the future. And the truth will always remain. If you are brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. So be brave, say the goodbye, open your heart, step into the unknown, and soon you will hear the knock of a brand new hello, waiting to change your life forever.